Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Boilermakers will put total effort to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Boilermakers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's McGee. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Jones wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Bring in the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return. fact that they forced the turnover. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the op. Breaks into the open. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. A design run for the quarterback. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense in an empty set. Now he's looking to throw it. He's got an open man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. To start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Tight end now in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And what a good job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. BYU was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes a handoff. It's McGee. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's McGee. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Great place to start for this offense. Jones wants to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions, a big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it to the back. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. He's got him. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. A 3rd down try for the offense. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got it in the middle, it's Melton. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Jones to throw. With the catch, it's Golden. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Boilermakers in the hurry up. Wants to throw on third. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
The offense changing the play. Jones wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jones to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Pulls and fires complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
Turning it on! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. On the run, still looking. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And it's no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a first down for the offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. With that snag, he now has 4,000 yards receiving in his career.
And that's an incredible number to hit, man. Like, you've got to make play after play. You've got to be available every single week. And also, Jesse, this is the guy that's been highlighted in this offense. You know the football's finding him. It's going to go his direction, and he continues to still be a playmaker.
I think he's a product of the system, no doubt about it. But this guy also has tons of talent. I think you would put this guy in any offense, and he would make plays. 4,000 receiving yards in a career, that's outstanding.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Still on his feet at the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Third down play from the gun. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Jones to throw. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Off the play fake on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Hold on.
There are penalties you sort of... and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Buying some time. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Pulls and fired complete. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And the Boilermakers will go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback got it himself. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They're throwing for it on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? They'll try to power it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires left. That's caught. It's Smith. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down for 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish?
And it's his 4th interception of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The quarterback takes a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back to